Let's stop playing around the edges and ask the one question that everybody is secretly thinking, but nobody has had the guts to put into words until right now. Look at the title on your screen. What exactly does Timini Egbuson want from Bimbo Ademoye? Notice that emoji. That's the exact face of skepticism. Because for the past year, we have been fed an endless diet of team content, the cozy videos, the late night Instagram comments, the red carpet hand holding, the accidental behind the scene leak. We have watched all, clapped for it and giggled. But if you strip away the romantic music overlays on TikTok and look at the actual reality of this situation, something doesn't fully add up. Timini Egbuson is a calculated, highly intelligent brand. Bimbo Ademoye is an absolute powerhouse. When a man like Timini aligns himself this closely, this intensely and this publicly with a woman like Bimbo, it's not just random. This is a deep, underlying motive. It is true, undeniable romance. It is a brilliant career strategy. Or is he looking for something from her that he hasn't been able to find anywhere else in Nollywood? Stick around because over the next few minutes, we are going to dive into the psychology of this relationship, decode Timini's exact pattern, and review the one thing he's pulling from Bimbo that changes everything. To understand what Timini wants, you first have to understand what Timini's brand represents versus what Bimbo's brand represents. Timini Egbuson has spent years building and maintaining the ultimate Nollywood bad boy persona. He is the handsome, smooth-talking, elusive bachelor. He is the guy that everybody wants, but nobody can quite pin down. It's a highly successful brand, but it has a shelf life. In entertainment, if you play the single playboy for too long, the audience eventually grows up and the narrative can turn slightly cold. Enter Bimbo Ademoye. Bimbo is the literal nation's sweetheart. She's grounded, she's incredibly relatable, she's faithfully loved by the streets and the elite alike, and her reputation is completely golden. She represents warmth, authenticity, and absolute loyalty. So what's the first thing Timini wants? He wants a piece of that golden shield. By aligning himself so closely with Bimbo, by becoming her designated protector, her favorite co-star, and her closest confidence, Timini's brand undergoes a massive psychological shift in the eyes of the public. Suddenly, he isn't just the elusive playboy anymore. He's the man who treats the nation's sweetheart like royalty. Alignment does wonders a celebrity image. It softens him, it makes him more bankable, and it attaches his name to the most positive energy in Nollywood right now. But let's move past the psychology and talk about the cold, hard numbers, because at the end of the day, entertainment is a business. What exactly does Timini want from Bimbo commercially? He wants the ultimate box office guarantee. Nollywood cinema and streaming platforms are crowded. To break records, you don't just need a good script. You need an audience that is obsessively invested. Timini and Bimbo realize very early on that their on-screen chemistry is a literal goldmine. When they start together, the project doesn't just get viewed, it gets scrutinized, debated, and tendered. By keeping the public completely obsessed with the question of are they or aren't they, Timini secure a permanent spot at the top of the casting food chain. As long as the world wants to see them together, producers will keep cutting massive checks to put them in the same frame. What he wants from her is that rare, lightning in a bottle professional signature that you cannot artificially manufacture with any other actress. She's the most valuable professional partner, and keeping that connection alive is essential for staying at the absolute peak of the industry conversation. Now, it's very easy to sit here and say it all about PR and business, but we have to look at the human element because you cannot fake the way these two look at each other when the camera stops rolling. So, on a purely personal level, what does Timini want from Bimbo? He wants a safe haven. He wants the entertainment industry to notoriously fake the full transactional friendship, hidden agendas, and constant media scrutiny. For someone like Timini, who has been in the spotlight for a long time. Finding someone who genuinely has your back without wanting anything from you is incredibly rare. Bimbo Ademoye is known for her fierce loyalty to the people she cares about. When she loves you out loud, 10 toes down. What Timini wants from Bimbo is that unfiltered, authentic peace. He wants a space where he doesn't have to play the Timini, the superstar character. He can just be himself, laugh at her goofy jokes, eat her kitchen cooking, and know that these secrets are completely safe. It's less about to calculate traps and more about a man who has found a rare, priceless anchor in a very chaotic storm. So when you look at the full picture, from the strategy, brand alignment, and the massive box office numbers to the deep real-world emotional safety, to what he wants becomes crystal clear. Timini wants everything that Bimbo Ademoye brings to the table because she makes his life, his career, and his brand infinite better. But now, the biggest question belongs to you guys watching this video. You have seen the evidence, you have watched the timeline unfold. What do you think in the primary driver here? Is Timini playing the ultimate long game of professional strategy, or do you think this is a man who is genuinely deeply in love and just wants to protect the woman who anchors him? Do not leave without dropping your thoughts below, because I'm jumping into the comment section right now to see your theories. While you are down there, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out our next deep dive into what's really happening behind the scene. Until next time, keep watching the details, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.